Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope everybody's having a great week, staying warm. It's cold out there. It's cold for Texans. We think it's cold. I know my friends' family up north are dealing with a lot more than we are, all the snow and cold. But it's cold down here too. So hope everybody's staying warm and having a good week. This week, believe it or not, even though we're so early in the year, there's actually our first property tax deadline, and there's nothing Texans love more than to complain about property taxes. You can't have a 5-minute conversation with somebody without property taxes coming up. And I get it. We're all in, or many of us are in real estate, and there's nothing that can derail a real estate investment quicker than runaway property taxes. So the first deadline of the year is coming up. We want to talk about that every year in Texas, January 31st. That's the deadline for paying your property taxes. That just so happens to be, I'm recording this on Monday, so it's a week from today. Your property taxes are due on Monday, January 31st. If you recall last summer when you protested your property taxes or had Bukowski Law Firm protest them, you were protesting, what you were doing is you were protesting the assessed value assessed by the appraisal district. So you fought them, you got your assessed value lowered, and then shortly after everybody gets their assessed values, the appraisal district, or the taxing authorities, I should say, will set the rates for the year. And so then you have your assessed value times the tax rate, and that's what was due on January 31st. There's a couple things to remember. First, you might know this, but if you have a mortgage on the property, there's a good chance that your lender has been accruing the amount due for taxes throughout the year. So each month you pay a little bit more, and it goes into an escrow that the lender holds, and then they either have paid or will pay your property taxes by January 31st. But if they haven't escrowed it, then it's going to be your responsibility. In that case, you do not want to miss the deadline, because if you miss the deadline, there is an immediate 6% penalty on the total outstanding amount of the bill, which you can see can be a lot of money depending on the size of your tax bill. And in addition, there's a 1% monthly interest on that. So make sure you get that payment done by January 31st. And then once you do that, you kind of, unless you still have an outstanding lawsuit against the appraisal district, you kind of can close the book on 2021 property taxes, and it's time for 2022 almost. We're not that far away. So the first step will be you'll start to get your notice of appraised value March, April, somewhere in there. They have to do it by April 15th. They don't always get it done by then. And then your deadline to file your notice of appeal is May 15th. That is a hard deadline. Do not miss that deadline. But don't forget about it yet. We'll talk about that later as it comes along. But that's going to be the next property tax deadline for you to face. So make sure you get those property tax payments in by next Monday. And if you like this blog, or if you like our blog, please sign up for it. And if you like this YouTube channel, please subscribe to it. Thanks a lot.